タイムじゃないですか。
何あの人。
ファーストタイムが発シュレックがその辺歩いてるの分かる。
Some TV show, right? I mentioned that right here. This is a nice little thumbnail sketch of some of the movies and TV shows we're responsible for at the studio. Collection of buildings that you see down here, all been rebuilt now. These are the newest sets on the lot. We'll get a close-up look at them later on. Well, as close as we can get. They're actually using them today for some filming. I'll explain about that once we're down there. Excellent. All right. It looks like we are out of here. So, welcome aboard the Universal VIP Experience and our VIP trolley. A few things we ask you to keep in mind when we're on board the trolley here. Number one, we ask for those of you sitting on the outside, keep your seatbelts on whenever the vehicle is in motion. You don't have to be super tight, just comfortably tight. Comfortably fast. We ask that everybody remain seated whenever the vehicle is moving. Now, I will be jumping up and down quite a bit, the way I am right now, as a matter of fact. But apparently nobody cares if I fall over and crack my head open. I'm expendable.
I care, Larry.
Thank you, Dave. Dave cares. That's two of us. So, so anyway, there's that also, but this is a non-smoking vehicle and non-smoking park, as a matter of fact, no smoking. But as I said, you know, if you're going nuts from the nicotine shakes, let me know. We'll get you a few puffs there.
What about the heroin?
Oh, the heroin? Yeah. Let me check. Did we have that? Dave, did you leave the heroin in the warehouse again?
Yeah, afraid so.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So no heroin.
Besides, there's no designated heroin stops on the lot.
I can make it. Yes, I can make a terrible joke about some of our celebrities right now, but I'm not going to. Someone would find out. Oh, also the video screens over my head here. You see a couple of video screens right by Dave's head over here. We have the video screen. Yes, very close. We should pad that for you just in case, you know.
Yeah,
on the corner.
I agree.
Anyway, these are connected to a media system, video system, and I use them to illustrate some of the things I talk about from time to time. Every once in a while, I will say, "Look at your screens." That's what I'm talking about. See, because I can go, here's what the set looks like now, here's what it looks like in a particular movie or TV show. That's what that's all about. So we're going to start things off by heading down the Universal movie timeline. Take a look on both sides of our trolley. Posters from movies done right here at Universal. These are our more famous or more successful movies from years gone by. Now, I promised I would say how many years that was. The official opening day of Universal Studios, March 15, 1915. That is 95 years ago. 95 years, right here on this spot, incidentally, doing movies and television shows. Keep in mind, once again, though, this is Hollywood. Like anybody in Hollywood, we fudge the age a little bit. We're a little bit older than we admit to. The company was founded in the year 1912 in New York. Our founder's name, Carl Laemmle. And in 1914, just a short 2 years after that, he had a dream. The dream was to establish a self-contained city dedicated to the production of movies. And of course, for that, he needed land. And part of the land involves our fire department right now. That's what Dave's slowing down for here. He loves me to point out. Were you a fireman in a previous life?
No, people just usually point it out because of 51, you know.
Oh, okay, well, 51. Who remembers 51? Does anyone know Station 51? Does that ring any bells? I'm curious. Well, there's that one, yeah, fine. No, there was a television show that was done here years ago. It was called Emergency. And on Emergency, the fire station was Station 51. So when we built the real fire station, we named it after the fire station on the television show. That is a case of life imitating art. Anyway, Carl Laemmle, as I said, bought a chicken ranch out here in California. 200 acres. He wanted the land, didn't necessarily want the chickens. But he kept the chickens. That was his fallback plan. If the movie business went bust, he had the chicken and egg business to fall back on. In the silent era, there was a tour here. Yeah, people would take the bus from downtown Hollywood. At the exit, there was a stand set up with about a dozen eggs as they left the studio. Got rid of the chicken ranch, though. Also doubled the size of the property. What are we now? Over 400 acres. Now, here's a major deviation. This is interesting. We're going right in the middle of workaday Hollywood here. We have sound stages. Now, we're going to go inside one of these stages a little bit later on. But right now, let me point out the stages over here on your, I suppose I could point out the food table over on the left.
Oh, yeah. Did you get your order in for the omelet?
Did I get my order in today? I just had a big breakfast, too. Silly me. But I would especially like to point out the sound stages over here on your right. We got 25, 24, 23, this is going to be cute, and 22, 4 in a row. And they are used for a television series that you may be familiar with. It's known as CSI Crime Scene Investigation. This is the original set in Las Vegas. Currently stars Lawrence Fishburne and Mark Helgenberg. And they use all 4 of these stages over here on the left. So they do interiors, indoor filming. Also, let me point out these trailers over here on your left-hand side. These big trailers, caravans, whatever you want to call them, are the dressing rooms for the stars that work here. There was a time when dressing rooms were stationary buildings. We still have the buildings, we just use them for something else. Today the stars dress in the trailers. Now the trailers are just as comfortable as any stationary building, number one. And number two, it explodes in your hand. It's amazing technology. I am so making that up. You remember that from 4 years ago? I think I said the same thing 4 years ago. Anyway, we don't care what you're doing. Any kind of film product is fine. Now, altogether, the sound stages here, we used to have 35 stages. We've lost 2, because we're building a brand new ride with 2 of our sound stages, which is based on the Transformers films. But still in all, we still have a huge complex here. Huge front lot, the whole lot, I mean, over 400 acres. It is the biggest lot in all of America, one of the biggest in the world. We even have babies here. Isn't this wonderful? Look over on your left. Yes, hello, baby. But anyway, because of the sheer gargantuan size of our facilities, other companies come here and use our facilities for their movies and TV shows. Desmond Housewives and CSI are 2 good examples. They are both produced by other companies, other production companies, but they film here on the Universal lot.
Baby looked like Charlie Brown.
I know. Get a football out. The oldest of all of our sound stages, by the way, is over here on the right-hand side, stage 28. That was built before there was sound. It was just called a stage. It was built for a silent movie called The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Phantom of the Opera. Getting my Lon Chaney movies mixed up. No, Phantom of the Opera. Recreated the Paris Opera House inside. And over to the left-hand side there, we're looking at stage 27. Work going on inside there. The thing about stage 27, though, it's been used for a lot of big special effects movies in years gone by. Jurassic Park shot some scenes inside there, Land of the Lost, Apollo 13. Recently it was used for a movie that's coming soon, the 3rd in a series. First you had to Meet the Parents, then you had to Meet the Fockers. Coming next, they're calling it Little Fockers.